the big news was that James Tavernier had been dropped, left to the bench. We'd speculated about it earlier in the week. Derek Levy has written in saying, why did he take off Sterling and Tavernier right mid? Every Clement game turns up more questions than answers. Which
I don't. It's difficult to disagree with it.
I know it's hard because ostensibly that's a really good result for Rangers, really good performance. But you do come away with it going, what's the thinking
What
there?
was he doing?
Aye. First of all, on Tavernier, I did say the other night, and I thought it was a bit fanciful, but maybe we've seen his final start in a Rangers jersey. That might be the case, but
he's now third choice right
he
back.
now looks like third choice right back. So, and do you know what the funny is? We were watching the game, and we were saying he's third choice right back, and I actually said, if you remember, guys, he's not going to bring him on anywhere else, is he? And then he brought him on right mid. So I don't know. It's a weird one.
But he does these things. I mean, look at how many positions has Dujon Sterling played in, and he's clearly not a left winger or a right winger. But there have been times when, and I understood they needed to get fresh legs on the pitch at that stage in the match. But it doesn't look good for Tavernier now, does it?
No.
The one thing I'd say is, I think it's the right thing to do is to take him out of that team. We've talked about it. Rangers have got to start looking ahead to.
So, sorry to interrupt, but if Rangers were playing a cup final tomorrow, their best 11, do you think Tavernier's no longer in it?
No, he's not. No, because his form's atrocious. He's been terrible.
It's not had a good season.
It doesn't look to me as if his heart's in it. I'm wondering if something went on in the summer. I think he thought he was away. Something doesn't feel right. It doesn't pass the smell test. He doesn't look happy. He's not playing well. At his best, maybe his confidence is done in. Maybe Dyson Maida's just killed him. But Rangers need to take him out the firing line, not just for his own good and for the good of the team, but in order to get, and it looks as if it's going to be Sterling now, a run of games at right back heading towards the League Cup final at Hampden in December. Because we've talked about it often enough, Tavernier can't be sent out of that game to face Dyson Maida. It cannot happen. Mm-hmm. So I thought tonight, again, going to talk about it, Sterling, absolutely tremendous. Up against arguably Olympiacos' biggest threat in Martin.
Yeah.
And right from the start, the two of them were having a ding-dong, and Sterling came out on top on just about every single occasion. Yeah. He was beasting him.
He strolled it.
Defensively, really, really sound as well. When he was taking up great positions when Olympiacos were getting forward. He was very clever in the way that he defended, his positioning, his body positioning. I thought Sterling was outstanding, and was most surprised like everybody else to see. But then sometimes you think with Philippe Clement that he talks himself into stuff and then ignores the evidence in front of his eyes. He clearly speaks to the sports scientists who are almost telling him, we've talked about this before, almost picking the team for him at times. So he's decided, or they've decided, that Sterling didn't have any more than, when did he come off? Right at the start of the second half, 5 minutes. They've decided that was him. He was in the red zone or whatever it is they call it.
He looked fine.
He was in the red zone because he was bailing because he was getting taken off. There was no need for that substitution. There was no need for the substitution to take place. So, but look, I get it. There will be concerns because he has had a series of different injury issues. And they're probably looking at him now going, right, you are ready to be the first choice at right back. Don't blow up.
Yeah.
Don't get an injury. And, because the workload's heavy.